Today we are going to dig a little bit more on YouTube, and maybe what I'll project today is how we end up making money on YouTube, how we end up monetizing, and how we end up qualifying, and other ways to make money on YouTube. So people usually ask me, hey, how can I start making money on YouTube? Do I have to wait for monetization? Do I have to wait for that 3,000 subscribers? And is it 3,000? No, 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. You know, they ask me that a lot, and I usually tell them, hey, no, you can make money way earlier than that. You can make money before you even have 1 subscriber. When you have some views, people watching you, you can easily put links, affiliate links, like the Amazon one. You know, Amazon is the easiest affiliate link you can own, you know. And you can have your own links. For example, myself, I have my links for goodpeoplesocieties.com, the e-commerce website. And I usually tell people, hey, please, to support the channel, just go on my website and buy the t-shirts there and the hoodies, like the one I'm wearing right now. So people buy. Actually, today in the morning, before I came to the office, I actually went through the post office and mailed some t-shirts for some customers. And actually, my book is also there. And my book is also on Amazon. So people buy. So you have to... So point number one good point, one big gem today. Start building the systems to make money before you even get to the 1,000 subscribers or the 500 subscribers. Start building the systems. By this I mean students like Motoni or Rahab Motoni. You have to now start thinking about having your website. A website that is in line with what you're teaching people, what you're telling people, in line with your audience. You have to start now figuring out your merchandise as soon as now. What's your name of your channel? What's your brand name? What's your slogan? Is your slogan nice enough to be placed on a t-shirt or a cap? You know, making that $20, $30 it makes a big difference. When you are using your website to sell your merchandise, you are also collecting data from your audience and your very big audience, because you're very highly supportive audience, because they are willing to go out of YouTube, come to your website, and put in their names and their card and their details and their address and their phone number and buy from you and support you financially. Those are your best and most important followers. You know what I mean? So it's a way of also finding out who is your biggest follower, who is your real avatar. An avatar is the person you're trying to reach. So it's important to start these systems as soon as now, and systems like having affiliate links. There are many out there. We'll keep on teaching you about them one by one as we go. And eventually you'll need to have the AdSense account once you start approaching the 3,000 hours, watch hours in 12 months, and the 500 subscribers. And I'm sure you're wondering why I'm talking about 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers. The reason I'm mentioning all that is because there is a limitation to you getting monetized. So currently, this year, for you to get monetized, you need a minimum of 500 subscribers, and also a minimum of 3,000 watch hours in 12 months. Well, once you hit the 500 subscribers, there is no time limit for that. But then for you to have the 3,000 watch hours, they have to fall in 12 months period. So if 12 months go about without you having the 3,000, they will kind of roll over. You won't lose all the hours. The counter will start from 12 months ago until the day you hit that threshold of 3,000 watch hours. Do you understand? So like John has just mentioned, we have the shorts that can also qualify you in place of the view hours, not in place of the subscribers, but in place of the view hours. And the minimum minimum views, John, you said is 3 million in the last 90 days.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay. And yes, let me clarify on my side too. Yes, 3K watch hours in 12 months, 3 million views on shorts over the 90 days. Wow, 3 million views.
I know.
You have to go viral. Yes, but don't even panic. If you've not been monetized, don't panic. You can get to the 3,000 watch hours easily. So we are talking about being monetized, but we have to be a little bit more specific on what kind of monetization. So when you get to the threshold of the 3,000 watch hours or the 3 million views on shorts, and also combine it with the 500 subscribers, yes, you can apply for monetization and you will get it. There is a process to do that, but we'll work on that later. Currently, once you get that threshold, it means you can get money from super chats, things like that, super thanks, and things like memberships. It does not mean you will make money from the AdSense. You know, by AdSense I mean YouTube paying you once the ads are played. The only time you qualify for AdSense money is when you hit 4,000 watch hours within 12 months, or I think 10 million YouTube short views plus 1,000 subscribers. Are we together on that? 10 million short views. It could be one of them.
Short views in how many months?
For the short views, it has to be 12 months, and for the watch hours, or in this case, it has to be also 12 months.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Otherwise, you only qualify for those super chats, super thanks, and things like membership, whereby you're paid directly by your audience, not by YouTube. That's the qualification you get on that first level. That's what is confusing a lot of people. They think once they get to 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers, they will get the AdSense money. That's not correct. Because you are thinking big, because we think big, it's good to have an LLC, a single member LLC. When it comes to that, we have to guide you on which single member LLC is the best. But the US government if you get some potatoes somewhere tomorrow and you figure out they'll give you $1,000 every month, and you just sell them without registering a company, the government automatically recognizes you as a sole proprietor. So you will file taxes with a 1099 at the end of the year. You can decide to skive it, but if the money becomes too much, you can only go so far, you know. But if you're only making a couple of thousands, kidogo hapa pale, it's possible for you to just exist and make it just some income, you know, that can help you build the business. But I usually advise everyone to own an LLC, especially if you're alone. Use a single member LLC, because there is something that an LLC gives you, and that's what's called the corporate veil. The corporate veil protects you from any lawsuits out there, in a way that if you sold someone a cup and it is not a good cup for them, and they decide to sue you that you sold them a bad cup and they want some money from you, if the cup costs $1 million and you have a house, you own a house, if the corporate veil protects you, it means that they won't come for your house. They will only come for what property you own under the LLC. So it's very important to have an LLC. Do you understand me at least that far?
Yes, yes I do.
Now, although later we'll have a class, a special class for this, I will mention that once you have an LLC, it is possible that you end up piercing the corporate veil. By piercing the corporate veil, I mean you can end up losing your protection as an LLC. And here is an example of how you can lose that protection. Number one, if you mix your personal income or your personal money with your business money. Your business money should always be totally separate from your personal money. So any expenses under your business should be paid by your business and should stay that way. You only write yourself checks or send yourself money in form of distribution. And then from there you can spend your money that you earned from your distribution. Yes, yes. It's very important to start with the LLC.
Okay.
That way, even the money and the LLC has to not have your home address. There are things we'll tell you not to do. There are things we'll tell you to do. All those expenses like the virtual address, all those expenses, you will write them off. Because the advantage of having your LLC is your taxes that you file from the profits you make, you're only being taxed after the expenses. So let's say you made 40,000 out of your YouTube channel, or now at this time when you're making 40,000 a year, your YouTube channel is now a media company. You know, we can as well call it that. Once you make 40,000 in your media company and you paid rent for your office and everything, you bought food when you had visitors who came to check out your business, you had an event and you had to buy a lot of pizza, you went to Miami and you had a business meeting that Friday and another business meeting that Monday. You take all those expenses and take them off your gross, and then if all you have remaining is $10,000, you file taxes out of that. The taxes you pay are out of the $10,000, not the 40. That's a beauty of the LLC. So it's important to open it as soon as possible. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's another level.
Yes, basically long form is good because you can repurpose it to other short forms. And also you are paid by the hours you're watched. So sometimes, especially musicians, by the time their 2 minutes music video is watched 1,000 times, they make a certain amount of money. I make that money within just a few views because my videos are 1 hour long. And if people just watch 10% of my video, they've basically watched almost 10 minutes. So it's very important to have that long form. And long form subscribers are high quality subscribers than short form subscribers, because the long form subscribers are actually anticipating to hear from you. They have decided that in the next hour they will hear from you, they will sit down, listen to you, and they'll even search you. So those subscribers, they sit and even watch the ads and skip them, so they bring more money eventually. So the subscribers you get from shorts are very low quality, but the subscribers you get from long form videos are high quality. Someone sitting down for 30 minutes to listen to you is the same person who will go buy the t-shirt, not the person who came across your 30-second shorts. You can easily repurpose a long form video and create more than 10 pieces of content for those particular platforms. So for instance, you have your first video, which is long form, goes on your YouTube. That's number 1 platform. Number 2 platform, the shorts on the YouTube. That's a number 2 content. Number 3, you go on Instagram, reels and stories. That's number 3. Then you go on TikTok. That's number 4. You repurpose the short videos plus some written words on LinkedIn. That's number 5. Is that number 5? And then we hit Facebook. That's number 6. And then we hit stories on our WhatsApp group. That's number 7. So Jasper, let's say you are an accountant and you're talking about accounting. You can easily make money from your content within a month or 2. If every day you put in 2 hours to create one long form and another 1 hour to repurpose it to other places every day, or at least 3 times a week, you do that, I can promise you within 90 days, you will have, it's either you'll have clients coming to you, or you'll be monetized, or you will be a guru and people will be coming to you for consultation. And that way, people will love you so much. And I mentioned about creating the systems, like the website, to make sure you merchandise yourself. And once you merchandise yourself, remember, anyone buying my t-shirts on goodpeoplesocieties.com is leaving their name there, leaving their phone number, leaving their addresses. So you're collecting data. That way, one day, if you have 100,000 people who bought in your website, you have a database of 100,000 people who have totally believed in you to a point whereby they are leaving their card number in your website. You will not need YouTube anymore from that point. You might go on, but you'll just employ someone to run it for you, because you created yourself a super business and you brought yourself some people who believe in you, and you'll create your website like this school, where now you can have your own crowd, your own ecosystem, and no longer depend on social media. Well, you will, because you want to expand, but in case YouTube kicks you out, you are safe. So you see, that's what I was actually mentioning yesterday, Maybe I've mentioned a little more today. All I'm trying to tell you is you have to take content creation very serious in the world today. Any company you start, even if it's a cooking company, and Phyllis, I have a blueprint in my head on how you can end up with a restaurant with zero money down in the next 2 years, but then it's a blueprint.
That's okay, you can go ahead, just let me know.
It's simple, you can apply it in any business. You start it with content creation like you're already doing, and start building your fan base slowly by slowly, and start inviting people to cook with them, and start inviting people on your channel to taste your food, and start selling the chapatis that are unique from any other and whatever else you're cooking, and slowly create a website, and also start telling people now people can order in the next 6 months, and start having live events, and then start creating some merchandise, and once you dig deep and dive deep into this content creation and cooking the best food and sharing it every day, you will have over 10,000 followers, especially around you and outside you. You can start selling frozen cookies or whatever, or some eclairs, whatever, and eventually, within 2-3 years, you'll have a fan base so powerful, they will even help you fund for your restaurant. Once you have your restaurant right there in Australia, anyone coming there will have to eat in your restaurant. I will come to eat in your restaurant. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it begins with content creation. But I've just gone so fast because I haven't mentioned the website. I haven't mentioned the formation of the LLC. In your country, I don't know if it's LLC, Limited Liability Company. You have that in Australia?
No.
Oh.
No, we don't have that.
Okay. Yeah.
So is it a business number or what?
It's just a business, registration of the business.
Oh, okay. Here we call it ABN.
Oh, ABN.
ABN number. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have a number to start a business.
Oh, okay. So can you imagine yourself,
Yeah.
you sell your own spices in your website. You don't even need a restaurant. You can start selling your spices. You can start selling your aprons. My goodness. You have a mama in Kenya somewhere who can knit and create some nice aprons with your logo. Then they get shipped to you, or you come with them whenever you go to Kenya. Oh my goodness. We will buy them, and the more, even not us, the people who are following you. It could be us too, because I go on YouTube to look for how to cook the best biryani, you know. And yeah, the same way people are buying my t-shirts, the same way people are actually, some people are coming to the studio just to say hi, and they're buying the t-shirts here, you know. It's the same way you can sell your spice line. You can sell your knives with your logo. Yeah. You can sell classes on membership website like this. Yeah. So YouTube is the beginning of it all.